Now on Blogosphere, the big question we're asking is, should it be the Fab Four or the Big Five, Sanjana? We talk about Virat Kohli, we talk about Joe Root, we talk about Kane Williamson, and we talk about Steven Smith. But should a certain pocket rocket, David Warner, be in that mix? And that is why we have two distinguished gentlemen joining us back on Matchpoint. Welcome back to UMANG PABARI and Nigel Walker from Guerilla Cricket in the United Kingdom. Nigel, I'll come to you first. Do you think David Warner should be a part of that list, which should expand from the Fab Four to the Big Five?
Hi, Nan. Hi, Sanjana. No, I don't think you can include Warner on that list with Root, Kholi, Smith and Williamson. I just think he hasn't done it in enough places around the world. He averages nearly 60 at home and he averages only 38 away from home. Struggles immensely in the subcontinent. He got a couple of big tons recently against the Bangladeshis. At the 5th attempt in his 5th test. He's only played in the subcontinent recently in test matches. He finally got there in his 5th attempt. He struggled in England. He struggles with the ball going across him and with movement on it. And he's a fat track bully at home, which fair dues to him. Scores a hatful of runs at home. But away from home, he's not good. Whereas the other guys have all scored runs, maybe except for Kholi in England, but he scored runs everywhere else. And I'm sure he'll score runs here next year and he looks a class act. Maybe in future, you know, if he gets his act together, and that thing in Bangladesh is true, that, you know, he's going to get runs in the subcontinent eventually, and therefore, in future, maybe he can be considered a great, but right now, no, I don't think so.
Some really strong points there, Nigel. But let me come to you, Umang. Do you think that David Warner should be included on that list? I mean, we've seen him play in the IPL, and if not, if you don't agree with what Nigel has to say, then which batsman would you put on that list?
The modern Fab Four, the late Martin Crowe, precisely mentioned back in 2014 when these players were yet to prove their true potential in Test cricket. Fast forward to 2017 and these players are called modern greats. And we are thinking about including one or two other players in this list. I fully agree with my friend Nigel that David Warner is not currently making the cut into this list because before that he has to prove himself in Europe and Asia particularly. If you see, he has scored only 4 centuries combined in Europe and Asia, where in Oceania he has scored 23 centuries in international cricket. So in my opinion, David Warner is so near yet so far.
Wow, from so near yet so far to flat track bully, David Warner has pretty much been called everything on this show. But thanks so much, Umang and Nigel, for joining us on Blogosphere.